President Trump is the president for women and for girls, fighting lunatic leftists who want men to invade women's spaces. One of the first executive orders that President Trump signed, called Keeping Men Out of Women's Sports, so you know what it's about by its title, allows for women and girls to compete in a safe and a fair environment. Imagine that. Back in February, the state of Maine, they've got a Democrat governor there, Janet Mills. She challenged President Trump's vow to protect women from men pretending to be women.
Is Maine here, the governor of Maine? Well, are you not going to comply with it?
I'm complying with state and federal laws.
We are the federal law. Well, you better do it. You better do it because you're not going to get any federal funding at all if you don't. And by the way, your population, even though it's somewhat liberal, although I did very well there, your population doesn't want men playing in women's sports. So you better comply because otherwise you're not getting any federal funding.
See you in court.
Every state, good. I'll see you in court. I look forward to that. That should be a real easy one.
Fun moment. I'll see you in court. Well, Janet Mills, the governor there, she effed around, as they say, and today the state of Maine entered President Trump's find out phase. Attorney General Pam Bondi, the Attorney General of the entire United States of America, announcing today that the Department of Justice is suing the state of Maine.
Today, the Department of Justice is announcing a civil lawsuit against the Maine Department of Education. The state of Maine is discriminating against women by failing to protect women in women's sports. Pretty basic stuff. This is a violation of Title IX. The Department of Justice will not sit by when women are discriminated against in sports. This is about sports. This is also about these young women's personal safety.
President Trump loves to accommodate his friends, and now Governor Mills will have her wish realized, and she'll see the Trump administration in court. The Secretary of the entire Department of Education, Linda McMahon, directly calling the governor out.
President Trump didn't pull any punches. He explicitly warned Maine and Governor Janet Mills that Maine would risk losing federal funding if it continued to allow males to participate in women's sports. Governor Mills chose to openly flout Title IX compliance, telling President Trump, and I'll repeat what the general said, we'll see you in court, and obviously we are going to. I hope Governor Mills will recognize that her political feud with the president will deprive the students in her state of much more than the right to fair sporting events. After all, compliance with federal civil rights law is a universal prerequisite for receiving federal funding.
The left will doubtless try to dismiss, as they often do, men playing in women's sports. They're blinded by the woke virus, among the many viruses they carry. But Americans have spoken, if I'm not mistaken. A recent poll conducted by the New York Times, no less, and Ipsos, their polling partner, showed that overall, 79% of Americans do not want men in women's sports.
Information. Truth is freedom. Is Newsmax. It's real news for real people.